I guess I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean,
I mean,
are you sure that they're basing it on because the Doom 4 game's not coming out
well,
probably
no,
for
no,
another
Doom
four
4 is gonna be.
years?
But I'm saying like with the Rage. I'm just talking about Rage now. The Rage engine. It
Yeah.
doesn't look that much more amazing than Doom.
Probably. Well, I would say Quake or Prey,
Wait.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Because those games really took. I think those games really showed what the engine could do. I mean,
yeah.
Doom 3 was a, okay game at best. It
At
was an
best.
okay game. Like the beginning was amazing.
Disappointment. Yeah, no, the beginning of the game was amazing, but then it just got so repetitive.
Oh yeah, you went in a
Like,
room, the door locked.
like the beginning of the game was amazing. The part when you go through hell was really good.
Yeah, that
When you
was
use all your
they
weapons,
redid
you have to
hell.
go through hell. That was really good. And it was like the right amount. It was like the really like right length too. Like it didn't do hell too long.
Yeah.
It was just the right amount of length. But yeah, the rest of the game, like after you get past kind of the beginning part, it's just the same thing over again for like 20 hours. You know,
Yeah. Well, it was an 8 hour
like
game, and it just
8 hour.
8 hours. Yeah.
It took me 20 hours to beat it.
Took you 20 hours to beat that game?
Yes.
Wow.
It really took you 8 hours?
Yeah, it took me 8 hours.
You play fast.
I guess. Damn.
I know, maybe I'll have to replay it. I took my time with that game, Dave. I took my time. Actually, you know what?
I was too busy kicking ass. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. You know what was another really repetitive game? They're coming out with a sequel for is Fear.
Oh yeah.
Fear? Yeah, it was like the game starts off really good. Like first 4 levels are great, but then like the last level or last 2 levels are great, but then it's just like these 8 or 9 levels in between where it's just like you're running through office buildings shooting people, and it's just like that's all it is. It's just like office buildings. Like literally, there's like hundreds of office buildings rooms you have to run through and just shoot these people in just like various office buildings, and it got so repetitive it like drove me nuts. But they're coming out with Fear 2, so let's hope they change that and cut down the repetitiveness.
Yeah, we'll see. Actually, you know what game looks kind of cool is Far Cry 2. How they're making that kind
Yeah,
of open world.
yeah.
That looks pretty sweet.
I like Far Cry 1 a lot.
I never played it, and every time I'm at the store and I see it, it's
Yeah.
only like $20. Or, no, it's like $10. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I should really pick that up. And then
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I mean at this point it's just sort of a generic first person, action game, but it's or first person shooter, but it's good. It was good for when it came out. It was I mean even by day standards it's still pretty good. But yeah, Far Cry 2 looks good. It's being made by a different developer though.
oh, okay.
It's being made by Ubisoft. The people who made Crysis
Yeah.
were the people who made the original Far Cry.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah,
they decided to work on Crysis instead of Far Cry, and Ubisoft, who had the publishing rights, said, "Okay, well we're gonna make another Far Cry, even though you made the original."
Yeah. And it could break the mold, I think, with some first-person shooters, because a lot of them, like we were saying the other time, a lot of them are getting pretty damn repetitive. I mean, I think that's kind of neat having it be open world and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how it pans out, how people like it. I mean,
What do you think about? Have you seen Resident Evil 4 trailers for that?
yeah,
Resident Evil 5, rather.
Resident Evil 5. Yeah, it looks awesome. It really does. I mean,
I think it looks really good.
I loved the fourth game.
Yeah.
I bought it originally for the GameCube.
Mhm.
And then I bought it immediately for the Wii when it came out, just because I think that was totally made for the
Yeah, with the controls and stuff.
yeah, the controls are excellent for the Wii.
What'd you think about the racism charges?
Oh, because it's a white man in a African country.
Yep.
Well, I think it's just as racist as Resident Evil 4, which was a white man in a Spanish country. And not only that, they have a black female lead character in the game too.
Shira, or what's her name? Sheila.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not really.
It'd be cool if her name was Shira, like in Masters of the Universe.
Shira.
Shira.
Yeah.
Was her name Shira?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
No. All I have to say about it is that I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of lame because you're using the same protagonist from the other game. Well, he was from the second game, was it?
No, he's from the first game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Leon was from the second game.
Leon was from the second game.
Yeah. Okay.
It goes It goes in the first game. You can either be Jill or Chris. In the that's the first game rather. In the second game, you're going to be Leon or Claire. In the third game, you can be Jill from the first game. In the fourth game, oh, and then there's Veronica in between that, and in that you're Claire. And then there are a couple first-person shooter games in between that where you play original characters, completely different characters. And then the fourth game, you're Leon. Right. And then now in the fifth game, you're being Chris, who was from the original game. Yeah. And they're making a movie too. By the way,
to go along with it, or
no, they're doing kind of like they did with Final Fantasy VII with Advent Children. They're kind of doing that thing, but with Resident Evil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All CG. But anyway,
an odd fact about what was it, Advent Children? That was what it was called, right?
Yeah.
That was made completely by video game makers, like the people that animate in video games, and they've never made a movie before. They just based it off what they usually do with cutscenes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, the story was kind of weird, but the fight scenes were cool.
Yeah, like I don't know, the storyline. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, but I thought the action sequences were great.
Yeah, it was all about the action sequences.
Yeah. Anyways, where are they in the new Resident Evil game? What because they wanted to go back with
In 5, they're in Africa. In 5, the fourth
Voodoo, right?
In Spain, and that was in 4, and then in 5, it takes place in Africa.
Yeah, because they said that they wanted to go back to like the origins of voodoo and stuff like that, which makes sense to be in an.
Wasn't voodoo? Well, actually, I take it back. I completely take it back. They don't know where it is. Everyone assumes it's Africa.
Oh,
but
okay.
It could be. That's because everyone assumes Africa because all the residents were were black. Yeah. But it could be Jamaica, or it could be like French Polynesia or Haitian or whatever like that.
Yeah.
They don't know. That's the thing. Everyone just kind of assumed it was Africa originally, but they don't know at this point. Actually, it could be some Caribbean island or something is the thing.
Yeah,
that would probably make more sense if they were doing voodoo. That would take someplace kind of like a Caribbean area,
Yeah.
That would probably make more sense.
I'm trying to see. Game takes place in an area named
and
Juju, which is near a line of active volcanoes that stretch across Ethiopia, Kenya.
Oh, okay. In that case, never mind. It is part of Africa.
So I mean,
because was voodoo from Africa?
You know what? I don't know.
I thought that was more sort of like a.
This is what I'm only saying. What the
island
developers were saying.
Oh, okay. Well, then they know what they're talking about, and I don't.
Hopefully, I don't know. They're not infallible.
Yeah, they're just making it.
Yeah, they can. But I think that a lot of that was bogus. So I think it was just a lot of hubbub from about nothing. So. Take it for what you want.
Well, when they've released the new screenshots, it's also been sort of a mix of like white and Middle Eastern zombies as well.
Yeah.
At least that's what it appeared to be. So I haven't really heard it. Since they've been releasing the new screenshots, I haven't heard anything else about it. So
and really,
I guess the controversy's died down.
Yeah. Really, the only people that were really the only people that really covered it were game sites. So it was Newsweek that had a cow that they said there was criticism by stating there was a lot of imagery in that trailer that devoted with classic racist imagery. So obviously this editor has never.
Oh, that's Inge.
Enge.
And yeah, he's a famous reviewer, actually. I think he's a famous game blogger. Yeah, I say he's on GameTrailers.com at least all the time, doing commentary.
Oh,
actually, he's actually pretty insightful as far as. I mean, I haven't read this article, but as far as video games go, but I've liked his reviews so far, at least. But I haven't read this article, so I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, it says a second trailer released May 31st revealed a more racially diverse group of enemies. So where were these people? Where were these people getting pissed off with a white man killing a bunch of Spanish people? I don't know. I think that's I think it's.
Well,
I think it's
it
focused.
was kind of still European, I guess.